starting your journey to financial freedom. Now. You're listening to the New Investor Podcast.
This is the Young Investor for the New Investor Podcast and the Saturday Debrief, in which I will now rather focus on the week ahead. We will keep on looking forward and prepare the upcoming days to set ourselves up again for another successful week. Just for a few seconds now, let's just outline what was successful about last week. Well, we have made our gains back to May levels, and let me tell you, that was possible by not giving ourselves away to our emotions and by not ceding to panic and do something stupid like selling off your stocks at the first sign of a drop. So I have recovered 105% of my gains within the week by simply not reacting. The same would have happened if I had closed my eyes for a full week. So I have not sold a single stock since the beginning of the year. My net worth, therefore, increased by more than 188% at yesterday's close, despite everything that happened since. So I'm no investment guru, of course. While these gurus beat us all even by 10x last week, we work with humility. We are just starting, and every points we gain are a tremendous victory. So well done to you and your sensational ability to have set yourself up for success. The week ahead for me will be marked by a business trip again in Bangkok, as I still have a job, and as we have spoken before, in order to keep increasing your income, you must excel in your current profession until freedom is possible. So it must be a job that you love, or this will never work. For those who just joined, I manage 2 luxury resorts in a remote location in Asia, remote enough to call my current lifestyle and comfort level a full-blown sacrifice for my wife and I. However, we are fully aware why we do this, and it makes it all easier, on top of loving what I do, of course. But it's not our first remote location. We've been living on islands and remote areas for the last 10 years, so we fully are aware of the meaning of the word sacrifice. And to add a little bit of color, I was entrusted here in the present location to oversee 6 months of construction, pre-opening and opening activities for one of our resorts, which successfully opened 7 months ago, and finally manage a cluster of 2 hotels in this location. So this week will be about me presenting our quarterly performance line by line to our billionaire chairman and founder, our CEO, and the C-suite of our listed hospitality company, in which I am a shareholder. This is a quarterly exercise, so always stressful, of course, but less when you ensure you actually run the business. Never give up. Your main source of income must be protected at all costs if you wish to keep on investing. To be perfectly honest, it is always good to see and take notes from our chairman. He's a self-made billionaire whose vision exceeds yours by being able to see 20 years down the line. There are different breeds of people, that's for sure, in the world, and we can only but be inspired by them. So much so that we begin building aspirations to achieve as much as they did by applying probably the exact same principles for success that you're able to read, listen, or view everywhere else. The difference between them and us is that they are at decades into the game, so you can't compare your own current success or envy theirs, as we are just at chapter 1. This week will therefore be for me to survive the corporate environment, as I am usually a pro operator and less of a bored person. I believe in what is being done in the trenches with my teams rather than anything else. So again, this will be far out of my comfort zone, which is the only way to keep on progressing. I've been doing that for a few years, and I believe you should only evolve where the air is rarefied. It is just more fun than staying put. It is just like reevaluating your lifestyle, your expenses, your savings, starting investing from zero. Only radical changes bring about radical progress. So this week, just like me, evolve outside your comfort zone, do or start a project that you would have never thought you could possibly do. Just like me, when was the last time you actually met a hotelier who podcasts on investing? Have a productive weekend ahead, everybody. Thank you for listening to the podcast, and I really hope that it brings you some additional support on your own journey towards financial freedom. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you stay updated with new episodes. It would mean a lot to me if you follow me on Instagram at the New Investor Podcast. And in the meantime, stay invested, be patient, and keep playing the long-term game.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.